Everybody, it's Pete, part-time exile. I'm gonna showcase the build as a Drain of Desperation trap, and yeah, it's him. He's back. The king is back. It's quite strong. It does about 10.5 million DPS. I might be in my mapping setup. Yeah, so this going for Arcane Expanse is the mapping setup, and if I want more damage I just hit these nodes and Trickery. But mapping setup, just Essence Drain. This is the radius. It's not bad. Wish it was just a tad bit bigger, but good enough. So I'm just gonna do a quick little showcase just with some breaches and this map. I don't know how many. Sure, one more breach, and we'll do another breach. What? The dunes? Yeah, let's do another breach. Yeah. What is this? Legion Shrine box breach. Okay. Let's do a quick one. Won't be very long, and then I'll go do a tier 17 map. Again, won't be very long. Just showcase how simple, fun, amazing this character is. I think a lot of people underestimated how good. And that pretty much cleared the entire screen. Yeah, a lot of people underestimated how good this Essence Drain is comparatively to, I guess, just normal Essence Drain. Unless people probably don't want to play this on a trap, but honestly, it's quite nice on a trap. It clears the exact same way as normal Essence Drain. Just boom, and everything's dead. And again, everything's dead. Very, very simple, very, very simple. Super fun. Highly recommend if you want to play the king. The king is waiting for you to grab him. He's hard again. He's no longer ED. He's hard. Anytime you're ready, he's there for you. You just gotta be willing to grasp. Yeah, honestly, this is it. This is all you do. Run around, throw your trap, click Essence Drain, click Contagion, and everything's dead. Same thing with the Legion. Throw it, boom, I click my Divine Blessing, everything's dead. Again, because the AoE is not as high as I would like it to be. Granted, it's good enough. Just gotta be careful of bleeds. Gross. That accidentally killed me when I was at 99% getting to a next level. I was being careless. But yeah. And everything's dead. Same thing. What can I say? I kind of hope this is a reflecting mist that actually gives me a reflecting mist, because I do have something I want to reflect and I don't want to spend a bunch of money. So this thing might actually kill me. These guys do so much damage. It's kind of insane. If I let them hit me, obviously, which I won't. Because again, our defenses are actually... run, cool. Again, nothing can stop him. Boom, everything's dead. And just because I can, again, I have, just for more damage, just put on some Ball Rush's Fire. Again, everything's dead. Easy peasy. So yeah, I'm gonna exit the map. Just that cool, it doesn't matter. But yeah. That was a map with breach, with I don't know how many breaches. Super fun, super easy. Again, I'll be right back. All right, boys. I think I spent about 10 chaos orbs, and this is what happened. Pretty much everything had like plus 35 chaos resistance and some other damage mod. And I don't know if this build can kill the... Yeah, I'm not too sure. I've done a few for well, fortress maps because that's the most I have. I think I have like 6 left. I think I did like 3 fortress maps. So yeah, this is what happened. Doesn't seem that bad. I should probably chisel it, huh? Alright, good enough. Then I'm not gonna bother with sure, magic pack size. Since I have shrines, I may as well just go with a shrine. And yeah, again, I don't have a specialized atlas tree for anything. It used to have like a bunch of these nodes in it, but I'm trying to level or I am leveling a new character. That's why you saw all this trash items dropping previously. And when I was doing that map, I forgot to switch the filter to the actual filter. But yeah, let's go see how we do. Oh yeah, the bad thing about this is that there's less AoE. Oh, it feels really bad. It's like it feels like I'm lagging. If this didn't have less AoE, everything would be dead. Like literally. Yeah, sorry, yada yada. That is the worst mod to show up on a rare. This divine shrine thing. It's so annoying. It's like I don't even know where the rare is that's doing it, so you know, I'm just gonna go pass. I'm not even gonna bother. Can we please kill things? Thanks, buddy. Dude, it's so annoying. This map is grassing vines, man. Not a fun mechanic. Not very fun. Let's go. Oh, they did now, so I can see what this is. Oh, divination, sure. Yeah, I know that had, but it has a bunch of damage on it, so I'm not sure if I can actually do it. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna show you that I can clear the map. Not a problem. Again, build does about 6.57 million base DPS from Essence Drain. And then with punishment up, it does about 9 million. And then with Vaal Righteous Fire, it does 10.5. So it does a chunk of damage. But yeah, I'm just gonna show a few more. And I'm just gonna pause it until I get to the boss. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're at the boss, so see how this goes. Again, I've only done this boss a few times so far, so we'll see how it works. So the Essence Drain itself lasts about lasts about 5 seconds. Yeah, I don't even know how this box truly works. Yeah, I didn't even know that he goes backwards. Okay, well, I guess he's dead. But yeah, I didn't even realize he goes backwards with that thing. That's it? No rating. Hey! I got something. Wow. Again, I got 2 fragments. Wow, the other 3 runs I did only had 1 fragment. Wow. I got a yoke. I used to play with this back in the day. And it's a 10%er. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I used to play this with back in the day, like 5 years ago. A good amulet. That's just better now. Yeah, that was the character. I'm gonna clear the map. I'll be back to explain it a little bit. I'll see you. All right, so yeah, cleared the map. I got a Valdo's puzzle box from a barrel, so that was nice. But yeah, the character itself clears well. Does I'm assuming it does all content. I don't know if it can do Ubers. I haven't tried. I don't have enough fragments. I'm not gonna buy fragments to try. In my opinion, the way to achieve Uber fragments is not good. It should always come from killing the actual boss, and then you get a fragment, and you collect X amount of fragments, and then you do it. I wouldn't mind if they continue doing that, but also add, if you kill the boss, you get the fragment. That would be perfectly fine to me. And of course, I personally don't like tier 17s. Keep it as just an opinion. I think they should keep it separate from the Atlas, to have the Atlas not affected at all, and make the boss fights either harder by themselves so it doesn't affect the actual boss, or tone down the mods. And they've done that in this, I believe, in this current patch. They've toned down mods, but when I was rolling through, when I was chaos spamming some of these mods, I'm like, dude, it's not even reasonable. Like, this build isn't godly. It's Essence Drains. It is still Essence Drain. It will still die. But anyway, because it's Essence Drain, the king is back. As you can see, it did every single thing you ever wanted Essence Drain to do back in the day, except it's on a trap. So we got Essence Drain of Desperation, trap support, control destruction, awaken void manip, because it gets +1 chaos skill gems. Awaken still swift affliction because it's cheap. Trap and mind damage support. Again, I tried getting a 20/20, but it didn't work. And then we're using an Elevore. This is, throughout the leveling journey, I noticed that I've been lacking, I guess, the defense, form of defense, a form of way of sustaining. And we get a lot of sustain through Polymath right here. However, I wanted a little bit more sustain just in case if I'm not killing something, I don't want to just instantly die. So I decided, you know what, why not use an Elevore? It's not the greatest evasion helmet, but it gives 25% chance to suppress and 25% chance to avoid elemental ailments. And the most important line is, I recover life when I suppress damage. So in a previous video, if you've watched, I could stand in between titty girls and not die, because it's regenerating. Ghost Shroud is regenerating energy shield, and Elevore is regenerating health. So I couldn't die when I'm standing between like 15-20 titty girls getting hit. We're using a Replica Dragonfangs flight. It's very useful. +3 all skill gems, elemental resistances, reservation, and honestly, this last line, 10% reduced attribute requirements, came in pretty clutch, because as you can see, my dexterity is kind of low and my int is kind of low because I'm tattooed up. I'm 100% chance to avoid being stunned. I went down this route through ballistics, which got me more dexterity, which again important, but also Heart of the Oak, which grants chance to avoid being stunned and life. So yeah, 100% chance to be avoid being stunned, and I'm 100% chance to avoid elemental ailments through the helmet, the boots with the implicit, and ancestral vision. So I have 100% spell suppression, so this gives 50% chance to avoid elemental ailments. So I am capped. I cannot be elementaled. We are using a Coward's Legacy belt. It counts us as low life. However, we are cursed with vulnerability and 50% increased effective curses. So to counter all that, I have to use a bunch of gems or jewels that have reduced effective curses. And I tattooed a bunch of reduced effective curses here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reduced effect of curses on me. And to become low life, the reason why was because of Pain Attunement, which grants 30% more spell damage when on low life. There is a jewel that granted quite a bit of DPS, which I didn't think it would, but it's a lot better than I thought. The Light of Meaning, the Perandus Pact jewel from Necropolis, which comes from Ritual now, the King of the Mist. And this 6% increased chaos damage right here grants about 15% DPS, which is kind of insane for one single jewel. Didn't expect to get that much. Obviously using ghost stands. Once I switched to prior to switching to this life energy shield mana setup, I was using Eldritch Battery with Devouring Diadem. But in order to get more damage and more sustain, I needed to switch to this setup. And obviously I need to go to this wheel. It gives mana regen, which is very important. And also it's a life wheel, because this life wheel is not that good for me. It does grant a bunch of energy shield, but this is a better wheel. Okay, just getting some increased mana reservation efficiency right here. Again, also some mana, not bad. And we have, I think, 7 different masteries, maybe 8 different masteries we have. So Trickster's Polymath is a large chunk of DPS, between 21 and 24% DPS. So prior to switching to this setup, I was using Swift Killer, and I had, if you watched any of the previous videos, I was using Master Sapper to gain friendly charges, along with Charge Trap support with Contagion attached to it. So I turned Contagion into a trap along with Charge Traps, so I could sustain friendly charges with this wheel also. That was about a 60-70% chance to gain a friendly charge when it's triggered. And I also had this life wheel. However, got rid of it because I needed my Contagion to have a bigger AoE. So prior to that, it was I can show you how big it was prior. So without Enhance, I was using increased AoE. So it was like this. And how I am using this. I wasn't using this prior. So without this is how big it was prior. It's so small. So I decided to get away from that setup, and I needed more damage. So I equipped an Enhance. And now it's huge because the quality gives base radius of Contagion. And Withering Step, the quality grants withered debuffs. So it gives an extra +2 when it's socketed with Enhance. And just Area of Effect. Awaken Area of Effect is very expensive and not worth using because it's too expensive. Got some rings that has DoT multiplier through the use of the Essence. Or is it Essence of Delirium? Yeah, 15% to damage over time multiplier. I found this ring fractured back in like yellow maps. As you can tell, it's an item level 75. I didn't think it's so expensive on trade. I think if I wanted one that's higher life, it was like 5 divines for a fracture. And I was like, you know what? Not gonna bother with that. I'll use this low eye level item, and just after 3 attempts, I got this. Good enough. Has mana regeneration again, which is important, and it had an open prefix to craft, minus mana cost. This one, on the other hand, I needed some lightning resistance, so grab the fracture with chaos resistance. It was like 50 chaos. I think that was kind of cheap. And then use the essence, I think, a couple times, and everything was full. I needed to annul a prefix and a suffix. and I got lucky. I know both the prefix and a suffix that I didn't need. Crafted level 30 aspect of the spider and minus mana cost. I bought this for the damage over time multiplier, the Eldritch Implicit for 50 chaos. I think there's a divination set that grants perfect implicit of an item. So I think that's how people are getting these perfect implicits. But yeah, I bought this pretty cheap for like 50 chaos. I have a different one that grants if I find this one, have this one. It's an energy shield boss I bought for like 20 chaos like 2 weeks ago, but I needed an energy or an evasion rating one so I could get the mastery for 15% chance to suppress. But yeah, we are using the Guardian's Blessing setup with Dark Marionettes. They, with Zealotry, in a battle, they last about 2 to 3 seconds. Outside of the battle, let's see how long they last. 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, well, 5 seconds, let's just say. Yeah, within a battle, they last about 2 seconds, maybe. You only need them for about a second, or second, 2 seconds, when you're clearing a breach, a legion, an expedition. It doesn't matter. You click it once, everything dies, and you're good to go. As I said, using enhance, this is why we can get so much wither and AoE. It's very important that enhance is there. It's what makes this build feel so nice. The chest itself is nothing special. I did try to not Orb of Awakening, the Maven Orb that makes these implicits go up and higher. God, what is it called? Do I have one? Yes, Orb of Conflict. Maven Orb. Yeah, Orb of Conflict. I tried, I think I did three or 4 times and went up, down, up, down, up. I was like, you know what? I'll keep it the way how I got it. So I'm not going to bother wasting any more currency on that. It's okay. I just use an essence, the evasion rating essence. This is what happened. I needed evasion. I needed fire resistance, and before knowing, I actually needed intelligence. So I'm glad it wrote intelligence. And as you can see, the dexterity isn't red because again we don't have enough. But because of this amulet, I can wear it. It's kind of insane how clutch that last line is coming through. Yeah, I did this one. I crafted myself. I used the fossil craft. If I have it here, no, I was crafting something else. But yeah, I was using the corroded, metallic, corroded, and shuddering fossil craft on here to try to force the +1 all spell skill gems and chaos spell gems. I got this on my first try. And then I spent probably about 10 divines trying to craft this. I did not get it. I got supremely unlucky in my opinion. So I decided to just buy one at an open suffix. I bought it for 8 divines. Not the greatest, but honestly, I just needed something. I wasn't gonna bother continue trying to spam this and waste time and energy and disappointment. But yeah, obviously they could be better. Doesn't matter. And this could have the upgraded rune smithing because it's tier 2. It could be tier 1 spell damage, but it's okay. Doesn't matter. I'm pretty much done with this character. I may get to level 100 eventually. If I'm trying to get the challenge, the last challenge, I may get this character to 100. It clear again, because it clears so nice. As you see in the opening section, it's so good. Holy moly, it's crazy good. I'm not using anything special with Flasks. I'd even quality up. Holy moly, dude. Can it just kill me? Didn't even quality the Flasks. Damn. Playing this character for so long, I didn't quality it. There we go. But But yeah, nothing special, just some regular flasks. I like to press flasks. I like to piano them. I don't like why, I don't know. I just like to have, maybe it's so ingrained in me that I feel like I have to press the flasks, but I enjoy pressing the flasks. Maybe one day when I get carpal tunnel or something, then yeah. But yeah. Let's see. I guess we can look at the character sheets, so you know I'm not like lying about suppression 100% and avoidance 108%. And I don't know if it has there's stun avoidance 106%. So not bad. I tried leveling a bunch of these dropping mind damage sports and I failed all 6 Vaals, so feels bad. Let's head over to the PoB real quick, just so we can check it out. So with damage nodes, 10.4 DPS, or 10,400,000 DPS roughly. Without, let's see, this is with everything up. Where's my Archer's Fire? Without Archer's Fire, the DoT DPS, 8.6 million. Without punishment, let's just say the enemy is not on low life. Without punishment, 6.7 million DPS. So this is just the base DoT. This is with Despair. I always count Despair because I'm always casting it. Because it's so ingrained. I've been playing this here for a while now. So I always cast Despair. And I always press for the English stab. Pretty much always. It's pretty rare that I don't. And again, Aspect of the Spider is level 30, so I can have 4 stacks of webs. So each stack provides hinder, a hinder effect, and 5% increased damage taken. So without any Aspect of the Spider, it's 6.1 million. And 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%. So 6.7 million. Nothing fancy is checked. I just have eye level 84s. I don't plan on doing Ubers. With Ubers, it's 2 million. It's probably, you can probably kill an Uber with this character. But yeah, I personally, until I get enough Uber fragments, I won't do it. Because I'm not spending any extra currency for that, since I'm making a new character right now. Yeah, let's go to, you could have a 20-on-20. It doesn't do anything. You have to get 1 extra level for it to matter. So at level 25, it doesn't do anything according to PoB, but at level 26, it does something. And honestly, with recombinators being buffed, there's a good chance you can craft a really good staff, like a +3 staff, chaos spells, and 2 all spell skills with tier 1 or 2 dot multi with chaos dot multi, and either high spell damage or you can craft the chaos damage, and those that will be better than these 2 ones. There was one on trade, I think last week or a few days ago. It's probably last week. It was going, he wanted 250 divines, but that staff increased the damage by 25%. So I don't know how he did that staff, but good job. It's a good staff. Using Clarity, level 1. It gives us, again, mana regen, very important. I don't want to always have to use the mana flask. Sometimes I just want to press my movement skill. Sometimes I want to just press the Quicksilver without pressing the 3rd one. Yeah. I'm very particular with how I press things. Again, you don't need quality on increase ever effect. We're not trying to do damage with Contagion. It's only used for the AoE to spread Essence Drain. That's it. That is all. Again, this, you get 20 on, it doesn't do anything. So you need I think like 3 or 4 levels for it to do anything. Well, way more than that. So yeah, you need an extra 4 levels for it to get an extra debuff. So not worth it. Whereas this, you just need quality. For Withering Step. Using Grace, Malevolence, Skitterbots with an Enlighten as our I guess, semi-defensive setup, offensive setup. Get punishment for when they're on low life. If low life is considered 50% life for you and enemies. So yeah, getting your, because it's doing about 6 million, 6.5 million base, getting that extra 1.5 million DPS isn't that big of a deal. I mean, obviously it's a big deal. It sounds a lot, 1.5 million. Wow, that's a lot of DPS. But honestly, it's not. So going from 6.7, okay, it's about 2 million. Still not that big of a jump. If let's say this went from 6.7 to 9.7, that's a huge jump. But yeah, obviously you'll only be using Righteous Fire. Like, again, you're only expected to use Righteous Fire maybe twice in a fight if they last that long. So yeah, and obviously you have to choose when you're going to use it. So if you're playing against, say, Cirrus, for example, because he doesn't have any mobs you can kill, you only can probably use this twice. If you're playing against, like, say, Shaper, Uber Elder, or Elder, all these with mobs in it, you can expect to use it multiple times. But yeah, that is the character. Again, the most important is Polymath. Early in the character, I was using Swift Killer with Contagion attached to Trap to sustain frenzy charges. Then after I got all my wands and all my gear ready, took this out and got Spellbreaker. Very, very good. Very, very strong. This is probably what helps me survive most of the encounters. And also Ghost Dance. And probably okay, everything that I did to redo the character is helping me survive. And I tried, after I got all the gear, I tried to get rid of One Step Ahead and use Swift Killer and use the charge generating chest against frenzy charges. But One Step Ahead feels so good that I can't get rid of it. It's just too OP. It just feels too nice. It's so smooth. Yeah. This, so good. So good. Yeah, honestly, this is probably what makes Trickster feel just the best, is this one node, One Step Ahead. Also Polymath, because of the sustain from the recover life, energy, and mana. So that's that. I mean, where's my other damage? Why am I at 9? Is it? I don't know why I'm at such low damage, but it was at like 10 million. But as you saw, it was at like 10.4 million. It's like 10.31 or something. But yeah, oh, hello, there you go. I didn't have it clicked. If for some reason you could get, obviously you could go chaos inoculation with this character. I don't. I'm more of a life-based enjoyer than a energy shield enjoyer. You could probably be even tankier with chaos inoculation. You don't have to get chaos resistance on any gear. And yeah, also you cannot, chaos inoculation does not prevent you from dying from Essence Drain of Desperation when not used on a trap. If you self-cast this while you have chaos inoculation, you will die. That's just the way it works. So I know some people say, oh, just get chaos inoculation. Believe me, I've tried multiple times with multiple different setups just to see, and it doesn't work. If somehow it does work and I'm just a retard, well, maybe. So I was level 94, 95 for a long time. I wanted to get Mysticism, or more specifically these nodes, because it gives 15% cooldown recovery rate of movement skills. Very, very good, because our where is it? I can find it somewhere. Withering Step is on a, where's the duration? 2.3 second cooldown. Without it, it goes to a 3 second cooldown. That's a big jump in cooldown recovery. If you can somehow get more cooldown recovery for movement skills, do it. The quicker, the more you can press Withering Step, the better the build will feel. Again, just have a bunch of different masteries. So, again, if I could get another level, I would get the movement speed. Very important also. But yeah, that's the character. I don't think there's anything new, just that to know that the king is back. I just want to let everybody know. And yeah, Essence Drain is stronger than ever. Granted, it's in trap form, so it plays a little sluggish sometimes. Sometimes the trap misses the target. But ever since honestly, ever since I got ballistics, the increased proj speed node, it feels much better. The base projectile speed is so slow. However, with this 20% increased movement speed, it feels good. Much, much better. Yeah, let's take a quick look back at the... So you just throw, in order to play the game, you want to throw the trap, then you press your Contagion, and then it'll spread. Yeah, I'm glad hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, guide, whatever you want to call it. It is back. Essence Drain is king again. If you enjoy this playstyle, then by all means give it a try. This is honestly the most fun I've had in a long time. Probably since... Okay, I always have fun playing my favorite build, which was actually the static strength stacker static strike shockwave guy. But yeah, now that Replica Alberons is through the roof, I can't play that build anymore because I can't afford it. But yeah, now this is a very good character. You can easily make tons of currency. I've seen a lot of comments, people ask, do you need +2 wands? No, you do not need +2 wands. It just makes the build even that much better. If you just have, I say just, but if you have like a +1 with tier 2 dot multi and tier 2 chaos dot multi on both of them, it's fine. You lose about 20% DPS maybe, but you don't need that much. You only need about 1.5 million DPS to clear tier 16s super comfortably. If you go higher than that, as you've seen in the earlier in the video, again, everything pretty much disappears. I did Expedition as my starter. This chaos damage is very good for Expedition, as you only need to avoid one thing, which is immune to chaos damage. But yeah, that's the character. I know I said this like the 3rd time already, but he's back. It's back. It's him. The king has returned. Essence Drain of Desperation Trap. Take care. Have fun. And remember, you're the best.